I got some things out of the way. I have to re-upload that video. Right now I got it unlisted because I gotta get it. I know. I'll fix it. I gotta get it, and I gotta put some stuff on it because there's some people that just, though we have differences, they're not nice people. Let's just put it that way. Something I could do about them. I can't, change how people are and think. I can only just maybe be the opposite. And I'm not trying to be, I am. But, get this trip. This, Jarrett guy exposes 2 Liter J Part 2. Now, I thought he was going to expose them one time. Then Jarrett said he was going to stop talking about these people. I mean, this is amusing to me, but at the same time sad. I want to see this. That just came up on the thing. I just woke up. Like Jared, I sleep late hours too. I'm not proud of it. I actually hate it. But that's what happens when you're robbed of self, of some things, and then it's just like a prison. Mostly you do is rot in a prison, as far as prisons. And I guess one of the things that what kept me from saying the things that I would say about Jared and regarding Jared, even though I agree with them as far as the things he's done, is because I've had experienced similar things. But I never said anything about I would sleep with children, but this is part. What in the hell is wrong with this thing? Anyway, this OBS thing is lousy. Give me a second here. I have the oldest version of OBS, and the reason why is because the new one I had trouble. Now I kind of regret owning it, but I'm still going to keep it in case of backup. But this is at Part 2, 2 Liter J. Let's find out about that later on. I'm finished with 2 Liter J. I don't care about him. I really don't. I really don't care about him. That's one thing I'll say about some people I don't care about. He's one of them. I don't care nothing about him. And if the feeling's mutual on his side, that's something I definitely would agree on the brigade. That me and 2 Liter J, we don't care about each other. I never did like the guy. Like, I have this gift of looking at people and can tell whether or not if I like you or don't like you. And there was something about that guy I didn't like, but it was actually Jarrett that discovered him a year ago, and I actually got snapshots of it. He did a video about his devotion to his religion, and Jarrett, just like a sucker, commented and said, I'm in the same religion too, assuming that because a person believes in God, that they believe in the same feelings that he does. Arrogant, or not arrogant, but just kind of naive. Well, Jarrett made a mistake because during that time, Chris was commenting on every place that Jarrett Genesis visits at. It's amazing how they were able to find comments of the places that Jarrett visits at. It's insane. But I think either it's because Jarrett talks about them, or there's a feed on YouTube where you can turn off where you subscribe to people, and I can guarantee you most everybody he talks good to, he subscribes that, and they be checking out the subscription list or something. So I got 14 viewers on my small hit troll brigade. I'm curious to see what that is about the 2 thumbs down means they didn't like it, but it's the truth. It says here, I am supposed to tell you to remove it when you have me blocked. Remove the other video now. It's already been removed, believe it or not. And like I said, I'm gonna edit it. In fact, what kind of response is this? Like, remove the video now. What kind of response is it? I mean, that's not how you talk to people. First of all, you're supposed to say, I mean, the first sentence is good. How am I supposed to tell you to remove the video when you have me blocked? Now that's a decent sentence, but the last sentence, the second sentence is just like you're just talking to people any kind of way. Remove the video now. Or just like it would have been just like please edit the video immediately would have been a phrase. Or just you don't even have to put please on it, just say edit the video immediately. You don't put a sentence or talk to somebody kind of way to say remove the video now. Jesus, that's demanding. Anyway, I don't know how he came on here, but at least he had the guts to respond. Let me see here. I got a review from somebody. Let me see. Well, I'll respond to that person later on. That's fine. I was reading some other comment that was like in the hidden list. I don't know how Chris got his on hidden because I had set all the videos to have all comments held for review. And I don't understand why this video didn't get held for review. See, YouTube doesn't always do what I tell it to do either. That's the strange part about it. Let me see what else is going on here. Oh, Lord have mercy. Chris. Anyway, I ain't got time to worry about some idiot talking to me any kind of way. I don't care. But at least he had some dignity. And I did say in my video, some dignity is better than none. So, right now what I'm trying to do is, whatever. I don't agree with these people. But when I came on their channels, as far as the present, I never spoke to them any kind of way. I've mostly been rationed to them. And somehow they get mad every time I come to their channel. But I don't be doing the shit that they be doing. This immature nonsense that you just want to find out trouble out of somebody or whatever. I'm not looking for trouble out of you. The only reason why I subscribe to Jared is not because of the people behind the accounts. As far as the Beta Genesis, it's because of regarding the subject matter. Jared, it interests me. If it didn't interest me, I wouldn't subscribe. I don't subscribe to Chris the 30-year-old Boomer's channel. I don't subscribe to his other channels. They're not of an interest to me. There's a big difference in performance as far as my behavior towards the reasons, and I mean by performance the behavior, the reasoning behind why I subscribe. I don't need to explain it, but it's my business actually, and it's everybody else's business. To be fair, even though I don't like them on my subscriptions if they want to subscribe to my channel, because YouTube gives them the right to, basically. We're going to edit this video. Right now, I guess we can call this, I can't do live streaming because these people are so miserable. They'll try everything they can, so whatever. I don't care. Lousy piece of shit. And I'm not going to contact Chris back. He's just going to be blocked. Because every time he opens his mouth, it's always something inappropriate in a way that he just talks to people in any kind of way.
About the...
It doesn't make any damn sense. How in the world are you going to sit there? I'm going to take a snapshot of it. I don't see why Chris is so gang hold on me, while Jared is openly making comments in his video regarding just doxing people. And Chris knew I didn't mean no harm. I was just too fascinated over Jared's behavior. And the fact that the very things he spoke against, now he's doing it. Ain't that crazy? Fucking asshole. That's why I don't have nothing to do with these people. This is why. And they wonder why. They wonder why. That's why. And I'm not going to edit the video because of Chris or because of YouTube. I'm going to edit the video because for a while I've been wanting to know how to... Privacy removal complaint. How many complaints are you going to give on something that's already been handled, you fucking idiot? And it might not even be Chris on these. Wait a minute. Due to a third party. What is this about? Well, YouTube removed it. Let me see something here. I don't know if this... It was moved under a copyright thing, strangely enough. So let's take a look at the up. Let's go up. I know I can't live stream, but I don't care. I wasn't getting nothing but foolishness. I don't really care about live streaming. Let's see if I can do over 15 minutes. If not, I have an idea. That doesn't matter to me. You know, what happens to this channel doesn't matter. Let's see. I can still upload over 15 minutes. So what I'm going to try to do, since Chris is just a little bit of an idiot, and this is why I have nothing to do with these people, because, you know, the way they do things is wrong. How in the world are you going to sit there and, you know, and instead of just talking to me, or at least give me 24 hours to respond in some way, you rather would just, you know, these people don't want me on the internet. I've seen comments of them saying that, and it's insane. Fucking insane. Let me see here. I wish I had a radio mic. I'm sure it'd probably be better. I like to call this a radio show, but whatever. Because it really, I don't really do videos at all. Only thing I do is just talk. That's all I do. Alright, so never mind about him. He's a piece of shit. I should have known that anytime you deal with somebody like Christian Thurston, and I've seen more people like him in my time, remind you now, it doesn't matter to me, so I don't really care. But even though I could redo this video again, I still have it on my computer. So I didn't really delete it. So what I can do is, it was under copy things, so I'll just go ahead and but I you know, it's the first time Chris ever got mad, and my intentions was not to do anything to get Christian Thurston angry. So ain't that a bitch? Let me see something for a minute. We're going to set all these videos to where these people are not going to respond. I mean, I'm sorry, but I try not to have nothing to do with these guys. I really don't, but whatever. I think I'll just let Chris know and then block him afterwards, just out of peace. But this is uncalled for with the YouTube thing. I am going to say that because it is what it is, you know. You don't have to go through extreme things just to try to make your peace with somebody. You really don't. You could make peace with somebody without actually being nice to them, and without actually flagging their channel. Could talk it out like adults, but some people just don't know how to do it, and they got a nerve to pick at a 33-year-old man who is mentally challenged in certain ways of intelligence, and intellectually mentally challenged into an intellectual fashion, that you people have a nerve to you know, I mean, it's really fucking insane. And the only reason why I talk about these people, because it's more of an education to me. They all some example, a relic example to the fact that these guys are able to do what they do, and they're able to just stand for what they do. Let me just say here, I guess the best thing I could do is, would it let me download the video? No. Okay, well, whatever. I don't intend to. But Chris had it, like, I had this video unlisted where no one could see it, because what I was going to do was originally download it and edit it, and for the first time I was going to figure out how to censor information for the first time, because I'd never learned that kind of editing before in my whole life. But apparently he sort of ruined that. Now I gotta find this on my computer, and that's gonna be rough. I think it's under my OBS files, if I can find them, that is. Oh God, sometimes OBS won't let you go to nothing if you are on recording mode. Let's see, Jared. Ah, I found it under the OBS thing. So I guess I can do is, and I'll just what I'm gonna do is, because YouTube too, if they remove a video, they actually can you know, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna see the video that I'm gonna censor here. I'm gonna have to edit this video a tad differently, because YouTube won't let you upload the same exact video unless you decrease the minutes, the original minutes, to and make it shorter. You know, unless you make the time of the video shorter than the original minutes. Otherwise, if it's the exact same minutes as the first version of the video, YouTube won't let you put it on. So YouTube got that set up so nobody won't, so somebody that really does put inappropriate content won't re-upload it again, because I've had that problem happen to me dozens of times in my earlier years of YouTube, and like between, I'd say as far as 2013, 2014, so that's fine. Let's see what I got here to work with. Give me an online software that will let you censor images or pictures. Surprisingly, I'm not even upset at what happened. I'm more calm. I guess because, you know, I'm so used to the behavior of these idiots, it's not even funny. Sad though. This one group. Let's see. Photo. No, I'm not talking about a photo editor. Oh man. Let's see. There is a photo editor, but I'm talking about. But editing videos are different. Okay. Online video editor that let you censor stuff. All I want is a censoring machine. Alright, let me just say this, okay. Online video editor that lets you blur stuff. That's what they call it, blur. Censors when you censor out words that are said. Blurs when you blur out faces. Well, in my mind, I was thinking more of censoring, but whatever. How do I do that? Let's start this now. What? I gotta pay some money? Thanks to some ignorant bastard, whoever, I say, I gotta figure this out. How do I blur something? How do I blur a video? Blurring a video online. here. I mean, we just need to blur that one scene and that's it. You know, we need to just blur that one scene or that one part of the video, I should say. I wouldn't call it a scene because it ain't much of nothing, but still, that's all we need to do, basically. All this could have been worked out, and, you know, I know what he was after. He just wanted to remove me from YouTube completely. These people, they had it against me for a little while, and frankly, I get sick of it sometimes. Because I think the whole fucking thing is childish and stupid. It doesn't make any sense. You know? It's childish and stupid. I get sick of it sometimes, folks. I really do. I get sick of talking about it, actually. I used to talk about a whole lot. This is the first time in a while that I talked about it. Most I've talked about was Jared and the people that he hangs with. But not on a personal level. When I say the people he hangs with, not on a personal level where it's just focusing on me, you know? Lately I've been talking about Jared most of the time since I did this channel. Sad. Where the hell is that video? Let me see here. Should be under 100 time. And you know what's odd? I didn't even say the address because I wasn't interested in looking at the address. I was just looking at the amusement and whatever. But, you know, I get sick and tired of these people. That's why I don't bother with them or nothing. There's some that have been so repulsive with me. I can give you stories, and I can give you evidence to my stories. One day I'm gonna do a video, and hopefully I'll know how to edit, and even editing videos that are regarding censoring stuff like this. So that way, you know, there's no excuse for these people to do what they're doing, and even if they do what they do, at least it's out there, not for the world to see, but just the facts to see. The name of facts. Let me see here. Where in the fuck is that video? Alright. Oh. Guy, I found it. ADHD. At best. Upload now. They want to give you a sample video. Only thing I want to know is how to censor images or parts of a photo that is personal or just doesn't want to be seen, because that's something I always was curious about ever since I was younger. I said in my mind, how in the world do you go and censor the pictures and the voices? How do you do that shit? Because I tried, like, figuring it out through Windows Movie Maker, and then it had nothing like that. Windows Movie Maker was a piece of shit, basically. And then I sat there and I'm thinking, whoa, you know? So I'm just doing this radio talk show. What? I didn't click on nothing, did I? Holy shit, I did. Fuck you, Butterfingers. Alright, upload now. I'm not in the mood for this. I gotta turn off this touchpad thing, because you can right click and left click, even though I use a manual right click and left click, because the touch thing is a piece of shit. You could accidentally tap right click and you don't be meaning to tap. It's some newer computers, it's worse. This computer is about a little under 10 years old, I should say. I think about 5-6 years old, between like the Windows 8 ages and stuff, and though it's a Windows 7, goes up to 16 gigabyte. So I was surprised that when I got it, it was very cheap, and that it holds that much power. And it had 16 gigs originally. It had like 8 gigs, or actually had 4 gigs, but somehow it took me about 3 months to get the money to get it to 16 gigs. And all I paid was $50 some on the internet. Total, so. Just for the sake of it, because just in case I got to use this other account that I got that I had used to for something I did the other day. I'm going to upload a video I have to this YouTube account and see if I can still upload over 15 minutes of stuff. I mean, this guy is just, it's something else. Because YouTube can also disable your. It used to be they let you know when you can't upload over 15 minutes. Sometimes they be sneaky about it, and it's just you don't be knowing in this. So I'm gonna see something really quick here. I think the matter is changing the title, and when I upload this, it's gonna be set privately. Just put anything I want, just anything, stupid letters, whatever. Use this previous video I've had, not this one I'm talking about, but the one that is, well, the internet keeps timing out. And that's another thing I didn't like when I was on live stream. The internet would always time out. And that's doing it worse ever since I, should call the cable company about that, because I'm paying $200, $300 some every month, and it's not just the internet, it's for cable too, because my mom wants TV. My mom watches TV and I really don't. If I watch TV, it'd be once in a while something like something that I don't see often, or just unusual shit, It's just not like it was 20 years ago, TV. I hate to say that, but it's not like it was. But I would say even 20 years ago, going on the internet is sort of better than TV, even at that stage, because when you watch a broadcast station, it's obvious that you only have to watch what they put on. You can't watch what you want. So if you were watching a show that you liked and all of a sudden it doesn't come on no more, you got to sit there and be like, why it didn't come on no more? And there was no Wikipedia that told you why it didn't come on no more or nothing. Everything was just you had to deal with it on your own. It says resetting Wi-Fi 2. Why? I didn't even know there was a Wi-Fi 2. This one modem in the living room controls the telephone and the internet. If you unplug it, you disconnect the telephone. If you unplug it, you disconnect the internet. It's a piece of shit. I said, why is the phone say not fixed? Oh, shit. What I'm going to do is go in my living room and just hit this button on this router because I'm getting tired of it. I'm going to reset it completely. what I don't like it is I think it's something wrong with this router, sort of. I press down on it, and it's supposed to repower itself. And it didn't repower itself, because the phone says it's still connected. But it's supposed to repower itself. And now, when I pressed it, the button was stuck. So I'm going to have to just call the cable company and just ask them to send me a new router, because this thing is... I noticed it would heat up a lot, but it wasn't in no closed area. It was around cooling area. I mean, but certain things that do something to electronics, you know, and they make everything so cheap. Everything is surface mount components, and from what I found from experience, they're easy to wear out. They're easy. Some of the surface mount components are easy to damage, sometimes under certain heat. So, let's see. We got YouTube. So I'm going to try this little decoy video and then see what happens here. I'm just going to list it as unlisted. This is not the video I'm referring to. This is some other video I had uploaded already weeks ago. So, alright. "21 seconds remaining." Nice. And again, in my medicine container, take my medicine. I got 1, let's see, 2, my vitamins, 3, 4, 5, 6. You shitting me? I didn't know I'd take this much. 6 medicines I gotta take. Alright, so got that in there. Put this on the side so I got 1. I try to put them all in my mouth if I can't, or if I feel that I'm gonna choke on myself, I just, you know, whatever. I don't care. Alright, so what I got now is I don't know if Chris is playing around, but I never seen him this angry and desperate before. Never. And I wasn't even doing nothing to him. Ain't that a bitch? Like somebody like Jared, you know. If Jared, I'm wondering if I wonder would he act the same way as he did with me to Jared, because Jared, you know, all this stuff he's doing, you would think he would have, you know what I'm saying? It's stupid. Ugh. Let me see what I got here. What's interesting about YouTube is you can actually tell if someone's online or not because there's a dot, a blue dot on the left-hand side of their icon, strangely. Alright, let's put this down here. I didn't really think that was Chris's address, actually. But either way, it was someone's address regardless. But still, you know, I wasn't thinking, because the only thing I was doing, the only thing I was doing was just being amused by Jared's behavior. But if I was thinking before, I would have edited that out, put a black screen over my points. You know what I'm saying? Of course, in the way I would do it, which I wouldn't have a black screen, I would just censor it. Which that's what I'm going to try to figure out right now. It's censoring stuff. Because I've been wanting to know this editing for a long time. Some of the videos I had done in the past, it could have been better, I see, in my mind, if I censored it. The problem is, I don't know editing. It's time for me to know. So, and being robbed of the things I should have learned, it's going to be a bit challenging, but whatever. It seemed like this one video went through. It was 16 minutes. So it's over 15 minutes. Because otherwise, if it was over 15 minutes, if it was over 15 minutes, and you can go and you can only go to like 15-minute limit, it wouldn't let you go to about 17 minutes. So, all right. Let's see if my premonition is right about I need to know how to edit and much more I could do. Because that's why I'm doing this. I'm not doing this because of what YouTube have did or what Chris has done. It really don't matter to me. I'm just amused of his ignorance, basically, and I shared it because I'm amused by it. I usually get sort of now this keeps timing out again. This fucking thing keeps timing out. All right, so come on, internet. I'm not in the mood. It happens every day lately. It just times out. So what I'm gonna have to do now is, and I think the reset button is frozen because when I try to hit reset, I stepped there for a minute and it should have been about 20 seconds for it to reset itself. Alright. Okay, so this is the 16 minutes video. This is not the video that I was talking about editing. This is some video I was testing just so I can see if I can still upload over 15 minutes, and I can. So that's good. Let's go to this channel here. Let's go to this here. Where the fuck is it? I'm not in the mood for no crap. Come on. I gotta take this video off because I just use it for decoy. Fucking. Oh no. It's one of Alpha Genesis live streams. So, Jared is live again. Desperate for money. That's what it's all about. But he's not only desperate for money. You notice he's been live several times yesterday. And from what I'm looking at, he's been live other times. He woke up after 3 a.m. in the morning yesterday. And he went to sleep. I said, how in the world can you have an off schedule like me? I can't even keep up with Jared. Well, my own off schedule. So let me see here. Where in the fuck is? You know, I don't like this new YouTube style, this beta studio, because it really confuses you. The way you're used to clicking on certain menus in certain corners just to get to video settings and all that crap. You gotta go through all this shit just to do this, and I probably feel I should say something. Alright, YouTube. Fuck you. Okay, come on. I'm not in the mood for this. Oh, shit. I wasn't mean to go to live streaming. I mean to go to Video Manager. So that one is going to get deleted. I just had to see if I can still upload over 15 minutes. But while I'm working on this video, maybe it'd be better if we can just dub into Jarrett's one and only stream here. I can't tell if I can hear myself or not. Oh, is he on here? He was on here. Oh no. But I'm curious about something here. 2 Liter J Exposed Part 2. I guess he just ended his stream. Or whichever. I thought. Alright, so let's turn on this. Had a lot of nice responses from other people that are sort of either maybe not part of the brigade, but they were nicer than this brigade people. Let's turn on this. What? Alright. Come on, you stupid thing. I'm not in the mood. Let's see here. There we go. Turn on that. Alright. Yeah, whenever you hit the check mark on this particular OBS version, it just seems to give you trouble. So you gotta restart this Windows capture again. And let's see what he has to say about 2Liter J. Because I didn't think he would focus on him. It says here also, I think it's weird this kid has 3 channels. From my experience, he had about over 5 accounts from the block list that I've had seen.
How's it going, guys? It's Alpha Genesis here. So I want to make this very clear first. This is certainly not an apology video, because that 2Liter J guy, he's a complete scumbag. He gets drama for money, you know, he's a racist, just like Call for an Uprising.
Notice he says that everybody in that brigade is racist. I would say this, they may not be racist, but they're definitely prejudiced as far as to characters. Characters that they don't agree with, they're prejudiced to. So there is a such thing as being characteristically prejudiced to one's character and being. But you don't have to be racist.
I will say I may have been a tad bit hard on him yesterday. You just have to realize I've been dealing with...
You see what I've been talking about? This guy clearly is nice to these people, knowing of the stuff that they do. Ain't that crazy?
This little shit kid for a while, and he's a complete loser, you know. He'll try to manipulate me for views to get drama, you know, making fun of me.
They all try to do it. And I hate to say it, some of it I get sick of it, because instead of just being out in the open and honest, you'd rather be manipulated by doing deceiving stuff.
Shit behind my back. It's what cowards do. I don't know if he's really a fake Christian. He's just an idiot.
Who cares whether if he is a fake Christian or not? You can look at the person's fruits and tell that he's just an idiot. Who cares if he's a Christian?
He follows this guy, A Call for an Uprising. And A Call for an Uprising is basically the Alex Jones of YouTube. He's loud, annoying, obviously racist,
just stuff that you're bringing up regarding exposing people, you know, it's very illiterate. It has very little to nothing to do of the point that the character is a piece of shit, no matter what religion he or she is in. Because how many people there are believing in God and they're pieces of shit at the same time, and I've personally seen them in person and on the internet.
Obviously homophobic.
Let's start for one person for starters, Jarrett.
You know, they have ways of trying to hide it, but it's blatantly out there, and the guy is just an extremist. 2Liter J is an extremist. He likes to attack people like me who don't share similar views, calling them fake Christians. And I will admit, I guess I was kind of being like him, calling him a fake Christian.
He was badgering me about, you know, Jesus' real name and all this stuff, and I'm thinking in my mind, I don't really care. And he used to badger me on some stupid stuff. I know one thing.
Christian. But in reality, though, he's just a fucking hypocrite. He may be a Christian, but he's a complete...
Yes, he's not a Christian then. You're either a Christian or you're not. There is no hypocrite. There is no Christian hypocrite. There is no such thing as a Christian liar. You're either a Christian or you don't. As soon as you break up any of God's righteousness, you're completely not a Christian right away.
Idiot. And really, Jesus would just frown on him, you know, if he were talking to him.
No shit. But you're speaking the obvious. Let's get to the things that are a little more genuine here.
Jesus would just frown on him, saying, "Go away from me, sinner." Really, the guy's got some serious problems. I think that he has a lot of issues. I don't really know. I'll pray for the guy. But
oh no. I do approve of this, but I'm just saying, oh no, for a reason. My point is that this guy rather be nice to people that don't care about him than to be nice to some people that do care about him. It's crazy.
I just wanted to say this. Listen, yesterday I got really heated. I said some things to Jay on live stream, and I will apologize. And I will apologize to the things that I said to him on live stream, but not to what I said on my video. Again, I've been dealing with this little shit kid for a while now, so I had some pent up anger. Another thing too I want to say is because I know this guy gets paid off. I'm pretty sure this guy
Paid off. You're way off in your head. No one's paid nobody anything. These people do these things just to entertain themselves. I used to have a guy that tell me that I work every day and I come off just to do stuff purposely to see if people react and to make fun of people like you. That's what he told me. And that's exactly what they all do.
gets paid off for what he does. Carl Gant and Christian Mike Trolls, they basically pay people off.
Oh,
They're complete
God.
idiots and cowards, and that's how they make a living. That's how they do this shit, is because they don't have any friends.
Oh,
So when you don't
God.
have any friends, you have to pay people off to do your dirty work. And I'm pretty sure, because I'll tell you guys something. I remember 2 Liter J specifically telling me that he used to be a perp. A perp is basically someone that has a handler. Handlers are people that
Have you ever considered that 2 Liter J might have been just fucking with your head? Just like what he did with you yesterday and other folks like myself? Jesus, what a stupid person.
pay them to do dirty work.
It's amazing every time that something comes out of his mouth, it's something is just illiterally this naive and stupid. And I never used the word stupid as much as I've been doing this week, but when you get sick of it, you get sick of it.
Work. I believe he still is a perp. He may not see it in his mind because he's a very closed-minded young man. He's very, very stubborn.
I
I
don't
think he's
even
a
care who
bastard. I don't
he
think
is.
he
I
ever.
just want him to leave me the fuck alone. I hate it. I wouldn't say I've hated him, but I don't really care for him. I wouldn't care if he died as far as all I know, because I don't be thinking about people like him. But you do.
Or had a father or something, or mother.
Oh,
So
God.
he has that really bastard mindset. And all I can say to him is, good luck to you, kid, because you're gonna need it.
Oh,
Call for an
God.
uprising
Good
is one of
luck
the
to
worst people
everybody.
I've seen on YouTube. He's really just entertainment, bro.
Oh,
The guy's fucking
God.
entertainment.
Help me, God.
Screaming and shouting, being a complete asshole, and expecting him to take him seriously as being a Christian. It's just
Agony,
hilarious.
agony, agony,
Um,
agony.
He does speak on some truth, but it's like
Oh no, he says he speak on some truth. Oh no, he was just. Oh no, you're stupid, man. You're completely stupid. These people. Oh God, Lord have mercy.
it's like TMZ. It's like TMZ. It's just drama crap, and that's what Jay
TMZ.
does on his
Oh,
channel. He does
God.
drama crap, and I've seen him attack other YouTubers too. So, anyways, guys, that's all I really wanted to say about this kid. Good luck to you, Jay. You're
What a lousy video.
gonna need it, man. And all I can say is, bro, listen, you need to read your Bible more, okay? Calling me
Oh no, oh no, I can face palm right now and I'm doing it. This guy says he needs to read his Bible. Jared, you have a Bible in your hand and you don't even read it. In fact, you can read. I can't. You can actually take your Bible and understand stuff. Even if he could read the Bible, he wouldn't have the understanding that I've had. Boy, oh man, I just just the projection and the stupidity and the naiveness of this idiot, 33-year-old mentally challenged individual.
names, making these judgments. Look,
/ chia pet and bristlepad hair of a do.
look at the three fingers that point back at you when you point this finger, bro, okay? He who is without sin, throw the cast stone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Sorry, guys.
God, you don't even know how to do scriptures right. Let me give you a scripture about the speck in one eye and a speck of the other eye. Give it a scripture that says, take the speck out of your eye. And in Matthew chapter 7 verse 5, and it says, and I'm addressing to Jarrett Genesis, Matthew chapter 7 verse 5, or should say verse 4, because I don't know why it tells me to read verse 5. Matthew 7 verses 4 and 5, and it says, how can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye while there is still a beam in your own eye. Verse 5 says, you hypocrite. Plain and simple, that's what it says. You hypocrite, exclamation point. First take the beam out of your own eye, and then you will clearly see, or then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. I mean, seriously, I don't know nothing about the Bible, but Jared's way of knowing about the Bible is very, very simple. It should have been more advanced. Holy shit, I don't mean to pick at him about this.
It's fucking, it's early. He who is without sin cast the first stone.
How many times you heard that in movies? How many times you heard that in TV? You know where he really gets this from? He gets this from the obvious things. People make plays all the time, whether if they're acting on parts on TV shows or whatever, and there'll be a certain scene where he without sin cast the first stone. Everybody says that. Even people who don't believe that God is the master of the universe and believe in this Jehovah's Witnesses or something with Mary, or says this. You know, this is nothing genuine. What the fuck?
Stone. Okay.
What I just read to you was genuine shit.
Remember that, Jay? You need to read your Bible more, kid. You
need to read your Bible. I can't do the same thing that you do. You have that ability.
You need to get a better relationship with God.
Oh, God. Oh,
anyways,
Jesus,
guys, that's what I got for you. Thanks for watching.
Damn.
Jeez.
Fucking asshole. Retard. Anyway, this is really crazy. Now back to my show here with trying to figure out how to do that thing. I did lunarpic.com. I'm at a website called lunarpic.com where you can be able to edit stuff, and every time I uploaded this one video that Christian Thurston whines about, which I didn't mean to make any videos to make people whine, but it turned out to be my worst nightmare. Something I didn't even expect and really wasn't thinking. You know, I'm always fascinated over amazing stuff, you know. And amazing stuff in my mind is not necessarily good stuff, but nonetheless they're amazing. So now I got to go ahead and find out how to blur out things, videos online. Oh God. I mean, I literally don't feel like I have a software, right? And this software I've had for about 3 or 4 years. Never used it before. It's brand new. I don't know if it has the things that I'm looking for, but I was told by people that it does. But I don't know if it does. I'm getting ready to set up this. There's a thing. But most of the time, if you can blur out anything, it's usually photos. It's nothing to do with anything with videos. So it seems like you got to pay somebody or pay some money for a free trial or something to do that shit. And I want to really be able to install this shit without any... I want to be able to just do it. I don't want to just like do whatever. I don't know nothing about editing, and you can see it from just me talking, or you can vision it by hearing me talking. Before TV was invented, people listened to radio, actually. Let's see. Blur out objects in a video. Let's try it. It says Video Studios. Oh, that's the one that Mr. Nightbreed Gaming used. Let's try that out, because I don't really care for this one. Is there a way to destroy this? Let's destroy it. Carl Gans. Video Studios, something he uses. Runtime, I'll just take the trial. But I hope the trial gives me the freedom to blur videos, because I just need, I don't, why do I have to fill out my information? No, I'm not putting in my address. Fuck you. Jesus. Alright, so I don't understand, but I can't find nothing free. And it's just insane. And setting up something on a computer is not the same as just downloading it, because you're dealing with optical drives that will take about a half hour to a couple hours. The more disk you have, the longer it takes. Because I worked with computers where if you uninstall an operating system, as far as removing everything from the hard drive, and then reinstall an operating system with another optical drive, you could be spending about 2 hours, sometimes 3 or 4, depending on the hard drive space, the speed, the condition of the hard drive, and somewhat the hardware of the computer, meaning that the RAM that you install or the RAM that's currently on the PC. So the more RAM you have, the faster everything processes as far as speed. The less RAM you have as far as the power, the slower everything kind of gets, and it just kind of gets repetitively. You know, I had fixed someone's computer once, and it actually stopped working, and in a process of recovering all of her original factory settings. So it's just, you know, it's insane. Ain't no way in the fuck I'm gonna put in my information. I get the feeling I can find that one website that will allow me to fill out, to do this one thing, and that's blurring out pictures. Now YouTube's blurring is not even blurring, it's just magnifying letters where it comes blurry, but you can still see words. That's not a good blur video. Piece of shit website. Offers shitty blurring techniques. Alright, so online video blur. Need something that's straightforward, to the point. Everything. I need a blur tool. Alright. Let's do videos and DVDs. This has nothing to do with this shit. Oh. I don't have enough space on my hard drive to install this crap. God. Let's start now. I just want to know how to blur something on the internet. Blur something, and that's it. I just need a sample how to do it. I just want to use that video as a sample. It's not even that long. All thing I gotta do, frame by frame, as far as I'm concerned, frame by frame, you gotta take the video that you wish to blur, and if you want to blur a face or information, you gotta do it frame by frame. So like one frame, it's a frame per minute, so, or per second, so I don't know how that shit works, but I never edited before in my life, but I always was curious, and one way I call this a positive experience when Chris gives me unnecessary trouble for no reason. I mean, he's just plain ignorant, you know. Whatever. He did some silly stuff. Like, when he first heard of me, he made several accounts called Total Program Failure. And I'm thinking in my mind, and he would actually be nice to me on these accounts, course, I'm not sure if that was Chris or not, but damn, that was back in 2016. If it was Chris. Let's see here. Can't know. You can't really believe anything these people say. They really are big liars themselves. And they talk about somebody else doing deviant stuff, you know. Alright, this is the video. If I can just blur the face. Come on. Elements, effects. Okay, effects. Show me blurring. We got shake, we got night, we got background, we got black and white, we got common. Okay. I need something to do with blurring. Of course, there is an overlay, but that's not blurring out what I want. Flares, utilities, let's do something here. Filters. Because I know blurring's under filters, right? So, let's see. Okay, 1970s. So you can make your picture like 1970s. Or something from 1977. Okay, that's interesting. Frames. Cinema. Why does it need to be cinema? Let's see here. Lenses. Dirty film. Seriously. Utilities. Face off. Oh! They got blurring. Nice. They got blurring on here, man. So what I could do is I could just blur the face or blur the thing of Christian Thurston's or just blur the information that YouTube did stuff to me on. Nice. Alright, so let's play this video. Wait a minute, is it on here or? Oh, shut up. Alright, so let's do this right here. This is samples of what you can do. Now it's the blurring job here. Let's stop. How do you do this? I'll figure this out. Let's play it. Okay. Let's do a little bit at a time. Let's do... delete. Delete. Alright. Let's add it here. It's just whatever. Alright, so right now what we're gonna have to do is focus on the stuff in question here. Let's see here. You know I don't have to play the video. I can just... Actually, the value of the way this is done is way better than Windows Movie Maker. If I'm right, I can successfully blur someone's face without dealing, or blur something that I don't want on my videos without any trouble. So that gives me a little bit of a better self-esteem, knowing how to blur something for the first time. See here. Alright. Oh. Backtrack. I got to the images that I want to blur out. And it's just a sitting still photo of me just There we go, I see it. So what I'm gonna have to do now is split the I have to split all these frames here. So the first frame, come on. You know, it doesn't help having a lack of hard drive space, or just because the more stuff you have on your hard drive, it does affect your RAM as far as space. So I may have to close out some stuff here. Yeah, I can hear my fan spinning. Speak of the devil. Oh, fuck. Alright. Now I'm waiting. That's great. Alright, I need to split the images, because all the images have to count. So like to be able to split, let's see, we're gonna split this. Come on, I'm not in the mood. It says, oh fuck, it's not responding. Really? Alright, so now we got that split. I don't even like, let's see. So we're gonna have this split thing. And now what we're gonna do is there a way to magnify what I'm working on a little bigger? Let's see. Or okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, I have to magnify this first for a little bit. Alright, so let's see. Holy shit, it's nothing but what? Jared. Let's see. It's Christian Thurston. Address and phone number. Stop this here. Come on. Alright. Let's see what I got here. Thursday. How do I stop this? Stop. Alright, so it's this Thurston character. Alright, so what you're gonna have to do now is, let's see, shut up. It's time to go to effects, and if I want to blur something, this army he has, holy shit, it's not. Shut up. I'm gonna actually mute my video, because I'm gonna have a feeling it's gonna take me a while to figure this out. It didn't take me long to install an outlet or to figure out how to do whatever, so there we go. So I need to, or let me see, face off. Whoa, I didn't want the face, I wanted the number. Oh, okay. Software randomly blurs just faces. Let's see. There's gotta be something here. Alright, so if I touch this, keep it still for a bit, and then just hit face off. Is there a way to... There we go. Oh, there it is. There's a little, oh, shut up. This thing is this... Alright. Come on, you stupid thing. Let me see here. You gotta stop the video, and you gotta, It's not helping at all. Let's see here. Alright, it's time to... Come on. I'm not in the mood for this. Okay. Alright. It's gonna be boring. Long as boring moment here. What this got to do with my video? Alright, so how to... Time to just see here. What we got here. Alright, so I don't. Why does it keep asking me this stabilization crap? Alright, so I can just add something really quick here. Is it this video? Let's see. Let's try it. Play. Yeah, it's something with this YouTube thing. This is crop. Let's see. Alright, got it. Alright, so this just makes the image smaller, so it doesn't make the image like that's a shame. You need to focus on what I don't want on my video here. Let's see. I got it. Now, how do I enhance this technique of overlay? What? You're kidding me. Add face off on this. There we go. What does it look like now? Let's see. Alright, so I need to reset. What did I just do? Alright, YouTube. Let's see, face. There we go. Let me see, let's try it. You're kidding. Let's see. Just hit OK. Just fuck it, man. Alright, so what I do now is I need to zoom in 25%, or is it zoom? Oh, yeah, I got it. So all I need to do is just figure out how to censor that information. I don't understand it, but I got the picture zoomed in the way I want it, but I need to figure out how to add this censor thing on this motherfucker, man. I always had a feeling I could do videos better than what I had done. I actually really do videos for the first time in my life. Let's see here. Let's see. Alright, move this to... Just click on it. Oh shit! Oh shit! Alright. Alright. So how do I... Come on! Oh! I almost had it! Can you believe it? I almost had it! Oh, yay! Alright, so... That's it. Let me... What? I can't... Alright, so... I got that. And then... Alright, let's see. Let's blur it. Come on! Set. Let's see what I got here. Come on. You're kidding. Alright, stop. Okay, so... Okay, I gotta stop. Let's see. Go back to where I was at. Alright. Maybe perhaps I should delete this other shit here. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. So let's just take it and just try to say enhance this face off, or is it like frame 26 frames? No, I don't want common. Filters. Nope. All effects. Let's just go with all effects here, because this is a piece of shit. I know, like, the only experience I've had in censoring stuff is with photos, and that's easy, but with videos, it can present a far bigger challenge, especially if you've never done it yourself. Okay. Elements, please. Let's see what that stands for. No. Effects. I don't understand why there's no censoring on here. Let's see, effects. Usually if you censor something, it usually appears under effects. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, there's like different stages of blurring. Awesome. Awesome. So let's do this blur. See, stop. Add. Now, what I'm gonna have to do is add it here. and then hit exploit. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. I could be wrong. Oh shit. I don't care about the fucking watermark. Let's just hit blur. Oh! There's a way you can blur. Apply. So blur 2. So go back to this video here. You know what I have to do? Because this is really confusing. I probably would have to cut a part of this original film from just using Windows Movie Maker, and then the hard stuff like the blur, I would have to use the portion of the film that has that information that I was flagged regarding that. I was flagged based upon, and then try to, because that's what I have to do here. Because that just came in my mind. Because if I just put the whole video on, it's really confusing as far as knowing anything about any of the features and navigating it. Because I don't know nothing about this. I'm just hitting buttons and I'm thinking, why? So, time to add a video on here. Just have to add those on here. Let me see. You're lucky I'm a decent person. If I wasn't a decent person, I probably would have did some of the similar fucked up things that these people have done. But still, I'm not doing it for them. I'm not doing it for YouTube. I'm doing it because I always wanted to know how to blur stuff out. Because there are videos I've had where I had to literally put it on just black. Because there were things I want to put on the videos, like content, that literally would either violate YouTube guidelines, 1, or 2, it would be just too personal as far as information or stuff. So there's a way out of this, but you just have to know how to do it, So I'll just leave out of this website for now, because normally, actually I think I left there. Okay, well, whatever. Then if it's anything, I can, separate the film and kind of add, so in other words, I can just separate the film. So I'm just gonna make a file here so I can be a little more organized in the head here. Let's call it edit here. It's kind of abbreviated, but I don't know how to spell the word edit, so let's see if we can cut that part where... Actually, I want to cut off those damn commercials. That's the least I could do when those movie makers cut off the damn commercials. But then again, it's not that relevant, but because of, it's not that long of commercials. It's one of those you can either skip or whatever. If it wasn't something I could skip that took 2 minutes or a minute and a half, I would have probably cut it off. Whatever. Then again, YouTube had flagged the same video, which I've had unlisted it just so I can download it and try to actually, without actually trying to find it on my computer. But that didn't turn out according to plan because I ended up finding it on my computer because YouTube took it off, even though I didn't have it publicly. So I might just take off the commercials. And if all worst comes to worst, I got a laptop bag that has the software of... let me see what we got here in our goody good pearls. Or unless it's the same shit that I've already know about. I pray it isn't. Wait a minute, it's in my closet shelf? I forgot I moved those bastards to the closet shelf. Oh. Let's see. Let's see what we have here. I actually am having fun with this, but the problem is, if I don't know something, it makes it hard. And kind of not fun. I'll be honest in saying that. Oh shit, my lantern. Wanting to burn the rest of the oil off of it. So I got Adobe Photo Premiere Elements 12. I don't know if that's a video editing software. If not, I'll sell it. But it's good to have a video editing software and a photo editing software. So I got Power Director Studios 13. That's another one, Cyberlink. I had never used these before in my life because I just was afraid that what I was going to find might not be to my liking. And it says, capture your memories with the fastest, most reliable video editor. 64-bit video editing. Fixable tools for customized special effects. Over 500 pro quality effects and templates. Includes 10 gigabytes of free Cyberlink cloud. I'm not sure if that's expired or not. But if it isn't, fuck yeah. But, goes up to 4K resolution. And you can use your camera, your DVD. It supports Windows 8. I bought this around the time of Windows 8. I actually got it cheaper off of eBay. This is Adobe Premiere Elements 12, and this is Adobe Photoshop. It has two softwares. And someone told me that was actually the better thing. So if it's anything I would install first, it would probably be Adobe first. You get a box here that has both DVDs or disc, whatever the fuck you want to call them. And your job is to put those on your computer. And it has the serial number and everything on the back of the card, so don't lose that, because you're going to need it to operate Adobe. I paid about $40 because they had Adobe Elements, I think 13 or 14 at that time, and the reason I was able to pay that cheap was because of the fact that this wasn't the latest software. It didn't matter if it was the latest software or not. I wanted to use something that I could know how to edit like a professional. So now, since Windows Movie Maker is done, what I'm doing, so we're going to just take a little bit of this information here. See, you know, it's just, I'm kind of glad things are the way they are. A part of me doesn't like it, but it's just a part of me that does, because it's sort of, it's a challenge, and you think you did a disservice, but no, you did not. Let's see here. We're just gonna do it exactly by the books as far as what comes next and shit. You really gotta take your time and be all so slow. Alright, so now we went from, so that's 6 point. I'm gonna take a snapshot real quick 6 minutes and 8.62 seconds. So remember that mark that we have to cut off, and we're going to split that, and we're going to remove the rest of this right here. And now we have 2 minutes and 47 seconds, or I mean 46 seconds, point 82 seconds. So I got 46.2 minutes and 46.82 seconds of the film that we wish to edit. Holy shit, it's nothing but... What? Jared, are you crazy? I'm going to take a snapshot of this because I want you to see this. And just to be fair also, and I'm saying it in this video, I took a snapshot of what Jared is doing because I'm doing a project on my own, and it's confidential, and it has something to do with Jared only. Has nothing to do with nobody else, unfortunately. And has no... why I say unfortunately, that's good. Has nothing to do with nobody else. It's just something I'm doing that's kind of personal with me. So... it's at best. Yeah. Time to get to name our computer. So the file that I made, edit, we're gonna send it from Windows Movie Maker to ed1. So ed means just edit one. So edit one is the end part of the last 2 minutes of the video, basically. I'm gonna try to transfer it to this software, and if all else fails, again, I got these two softwares, but I'm going to tell you, it's going to take me a while to figure this shit out. I would have to delete several of my recordings just to... now that's edit 1. Edit 2 is basically the beginning of this video. So I got to turn around, go to the exact time and seconds ratio and split it from that particular platform. So when we put everything together, the edit portion of the last 2 minutes of the last part of the video would be edited, and then the rest of it is just, you know, pretty much whatever, man. And part of what I do, if I were to know how to edit, is, and I think this is with all editing, is review everything, make sure it goes right, make sure there's no glitches, make sure that everything that you intend to edit or blur out or whichever is removed or whatever. Give you a history about some things. I think if it hadn't been for me going to Funkoland so much when I was a little kid, I would have never experienced people similar to the folks I'm gonna be doing here. Basically end this shit, but we can also talk. I actually enjoyed doing... you know what? At first when I did this channel, I was kind of depressed about it. Somewhat I still am, but it's not as bad as it was before. I mean, I'm used to Jared talking shit about me and even lying about me. Just simply because of my own faith in believing that if you can do righteousness without being seen, the idea is to get a reward from the Father that, or the entity that you believe in, so to speak. And that's the most challenging part. It's interesting how I sit here and all I thought about was if I could make a perfect Jared Genesis scenario where it would just be a challenge in a way that I like it, and at the same time parts of it I don't like. Here I am predicting that, and I'm thinking, holy shit, I do like this shit. Part of me do like this. I really do. While everybody else is busy so much of focusing on Jared being a pedophile, which he is in some sense, but a lot of people don't understand the other side of Jared, which is the part that is the misguidedness, the lack of performance to achieve stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the situation is for what it is. There's no excuse for this behavior, but it's definitely something we can learn from as individuals that don't understand. You could take to your children. You could take to the people that you know that you may see similar. You know, I don't know how much you can emulate better than I could, but I can tell you, you know, if anything, it's education is what I give a fuck about. If this whole Jared thing, as far as me helping him, turns out to be a disaster, so be it. I'm willing to take it, man, because you see, I know I never done nothing. And I may feel bad about the circumstances of the matters that I've been attuned to for quite a while, but a part of me actually likes some of the shit that I'm seeing, including what I'm doing right now. I always wanted to know how to edit, and I have to thank Chris, because without him realizing it, he actually, without saying anything, and I guess without his without his consciousness realizing it, he's telling me to get up and edit it. Of course, that wasn't his intention. He wanted to take my channel down because he doesn't like me. That's simple as that. I do believe some of these people in that brigade have hatred towards me. I really don't care, as long as that hatred that you have towards a person doesn't go as far as deliberately doing stuff, but that's me and me alone. I can't hate somebody that bad and then allow myself to just do stuff to them as these people would done to me. But I find it hard to believe that Christian Thurston was able to get through my YouTube thing, because when I've had videos, but it might be my fault, because sometimes when I upload videos, I forget to set the comments where only the persons in question get to approve, or only persons in question get to have their comments hidden. So basically, if a person makes a comment and whatever, you know, their comments get held automatically because of the hysteria crap that I've been through from these particular people. They don't just do things on Jared. They do things to another guy named Gorgeous George, which I hate to say it, Gorgeous George is a different character than Jared. But what's really scary is Jared and George are almost about the same characters. They do some of the same things as pretty much one another, even though someone is opposing themselves as George and Jared actually thinks that Gorgeous George is talking to him. I can talk to George right now and ask him about what is your dealings with Jared Genesis. One, he'll probably block me, or two, he'll probably say something. Or he'll just be more like inquisitive, as he always has, because he knows I'm up to something, and his mind is going to be on, oh, you trying to get that guy to like you again. I see your videos. You know, this is the kind of thought that George has, and that's not my thought at all. I couldn't care less if Jared likes me or not, because all I'm doing is what I feel is based on my faith, and that's what I'm going to go by. And usually I don't say this stuff openly, Like, if there were people that actually agreed to the shit that I am saying right now, I wouldn't be saying this openly. But 90% of the people that are visiting my channel are blinded. So I can pretty much say openly about my faith and the freedom that I choose. So let's get to that snapshot that I took of that one before I split it the video here. And we're just gonna have to go from here. Let's go to that right now. Screenshots. Oh God, Lord have mercy. Okay, we got here is 6 minutes and 8.62 seconds. So we need to take that whole video and take the beginning part, split that, and make that separate. So again, as I said before, when we put two of these together, they be the last part of the video be edited the way I want it to. The other part would be in a way that it could actually do something. So if I'm able to do this, I'm actually, well, I'm not even in no shape and doing no tutorial editing, but let's just say you could just listen to what I'm saying and just be like, whatever, man. Let's see here, Jared's last. Alright, let me just. I got so much unnecessary crap on my thing here. Let me see. Let's see. I'd rather. Okay. Right. I see. I have another channel, basically, that I'm gonna use in case something goes wrong with the one I got, which I highly doubt it, but whatever. Then it's the trouble of taking the people that you block and transferring that to your channel, which is assisted of manually visiting their channels and blocking them. And these people are really compulsive. Like I remember Alistair, he used to be very compulsive with me. When I say I didn't want to be bothered, even if I don't say it, you should get a clue or something, you know what I'm saying? And though he spoke that nice shit towards me, they didn't mean nothing to me, because all I have to do is hear what you sound and what it seems like to be in my mind, and I can tell you're a piece of shit just without looking at you. I have that gift, and recently I had a gift on someone similar. So let's see here. Trying to find it here. Let's see, where in the hell? There it is. And we're just gonna use our snapshot. And the idea of our snapshot here is to go 6 minutes and 8 seconds. Was it 0.62, I believe? 6 minutes and 8.46 seconds, I believe. Let's see if I'm right. Alright, so the time we need to split at to get the precise cutting is to be at 6.8 6 minutes and 8.62 seconds. 6 minutes. So we gotta do that on Windows Movie Maker. So we're just gonna copy it. What it gets to is 608. Oops, I'm sorry. Just try my best. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Alright, it's time to... Now I got the 6 minutes. Now it's time to get to 608. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now it's time to get to 62 seconds. So you put 8.62 seconds. It's like a stopwatch. I'm almost alright. 8.62 seconds. 6 minutes and 8.62 seconds. Perfect. Now as I do is split it. And now I can delete the last part of the video. And now it's time to take what I have on Windows Movie Maker, go to computer, and go to the same file, and we're going to create edit 2, and we're actually going to switch it, but in the meantime we're going to actually what I'm doing is edit 2, but really edit 1 is really the main thing, which is the last video. Oh God, can you believe that some twat on the internet want to buy Chris something when Jared gets arrested? And the only thing Chris deserves is just the fact that he's being, it's just nothing. I mean, what has Chris actually done? Seriously. So I did a video about this woman by the name of Jennifer Clark. Ugh. And I know if someone said something like that about me, I'm like, why in the world would you want to buy me something? And the only thing I've done was just talked about someone. If I was Chris, if I was someone like Chris, I would be like, why? I think they're full of it. Everything's in the name of hate, you know. When you hate somebody so bad, you hear all these stories of people saying, yeah, when that person dies, we need to have a celebration. You know, it's just like that. It's just like that. Line, basically, just like that line of crap. So, all right, time to finish with Windows Movie Maker, that crappy system, and I'm finished with this other thing because now I have the precise cut. Where if I put those two back together, it's going to be just like it was. Only difference is that one photo will be edited. So I'm going to put ed 2 here. Just going to put here ed 2 and what? Okay. So I got ed 1 on the video I just did, but I accidentally deleted my first edit. That's bad. See if I can recover it. Damn. Yeah, I do. I got it. Alls I do, it's in a recycling bin, so just drag it out to the desktop. I got so many files. Let's see. Time to copy. Let's restore it. Restore. There we go. See if I got it. It too should be the last part. Well, for the gazillion time or billion time, that's it too. Alright, it too is, let's see. Yeah, let's do it. And then ed 1. Let's see. Ed 1. Let's see if I got it right. This computer has the best snapshot feature it ever has. And I'm not using no software for snapshotting. I'm using my keyboard. Like, this computer is equipped with a snapshot system of its own. It's great. Holy shit, it's not. That's edit 2. Well, for the, and that's edit 1, which is nothing. It's going to be altered. But I am gonna check edit 1
Well,
because
for a zillion
and then I'm just gonna mute this. Let's see here. This is just me reviewing Jarrett's video. I am gonna block Chris because I didn't like his demeanor and the way he treated me, and he's a piece of shit. So I am gonna block him, but I am gonna let him know that actually I'm not gonna let him know nothing. He already subscribes to my channel, so I think it'd be better if I block him. So be it, you know. But I figure I'd take a snapshot of how he talks to me and how he might talk to people, because I'm not the only person, you know. So that way, there's no excuse when I do my project on them that they will be like, "Oh, that's not true. We did everything." You know what I mean? People don't realize I just, you know. So right now, let's see what we got here. I don't like the way Chris behaved, though. I won't say that. Let's see here. Jarrett. Oh, God. You're reviewing Jarrett Genesis 4. Alright. I'll just leave that alone. Let's see here. Alright. I gotta get to that one channel that is Chris HK, his name is. Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, I guess, you know, I'll give him some dignity, but at the same time, because of your indecency, I don't like you. But thank you for I guess, doing a lousy job at working stuff out with people. Jesus. So I blocked him because I don't need to hear from Chris no more. All he has to do is just lurk on my channel or have somebody tell him, just like anybody else, yada yada yada. Because I know how they work. Lousy pieces of shit. Let's do something really quick here. Where the hell? Let's do... I'm actually going to remove this comment. I took a snapshot of it, so I don't need it. Let me tell you something. Alright. I made that clear. I'm going to go. This took me a while. If worse comes to worse, I'll definitely try to figure out how to edit videos, so whatever. I'm gonna upload this right now. It's called Me Try to Edit Videos for the First Time. Me Try to Edit Videos for the First Time and Failed, Part 1. I guess it's no different than when Jarrett talks about computers and something. So let's hope it gets seen in that same light. Alright. About 2 hours almost. See y'all later.